to the job of the day. This morning we're back here continuing the big job we started a couple days ago. We have a bunch of logs here that we have ready to get picked up. I'm most likely going to start on this area here, but in the back we still have a bunch of trees that need to come down, as well as a bunch of logs that we have to pick up. We have this small path here where we've been passing through just to avoid all this grass area. The guys are actually going to start on those 3 trees you see there. They're going to knock those out. Back here we still have a bunch of trees that need to come down. Basically any dead ash tree you see there. We have a couple. We have one there. Have a piece that still needs to come down. A couple behind there that you can't see that we still need to knock out. Everything up to this fence line, that's what we're knocking out. So I have a bunch of cleanup and a bunch of logs that we have to pick up there. Joni's gonna help me out. He's gonna start bringing down all those logs. He'll most likely start there with the guys, but at some point he's gonna start helping the guys out here while I start filling up the log truck and taking it over to get dumped. Got it all disconnected from the trailer. Gonna set it up in this area, start loading up these logs. Last time I thought I was gonna be able to fit all of these in one truck. I only fit maybe like 5 of them and it was already full, so that's why I want to start with this now, knock this out while the guys start on those trees, and Joni's gonna start bringing a bunch of logs from the back, start helping me out there bringing the logs over. If I knock this out, I'll start helping the guys out. made it back over to where the guys are. You can see they already knocked out a couple trees. Got a bunch of logs there that I have to pick up. Right now I'm going to continue loading up these logs. I think all these will fill up another truck, so I'll get this pile loaded up, and I think we're going to head over to get it dumped again. See, Johnny over here is helping out the guys with the branches. They're getting everything shipped up. Once that chip truck gets full, I got to take it to get dumped, but still got a long ways to go with that, so let's start knocking out these logs and head back to the dumping spot. Just made it back from dumping that second load. You can see the guys have a bunch more logs here all ready to go. I'm gonna start loading these two up here. Got the Mini all ready. The guys are back there dropping a couple more trees. While the guys clean up that tree, I gotta start loading up these logs. Some bunch of them. All done loading the truck up with the third load. Let's head over, get that dumped so we can come pick these up. That was a bit too close to the camera, but luckily it didn't smash it. Let's head back to the job. I know it might be a bit boring, but I have to get this all knocked out so I could take it over to the dump before they close. I would set the camera up over there, but there isn't a specific spot to just set it. The guys are moving from side to side, knocking out a bunch of trees, cleaning up all that area, so it's much easier for me to just record all this. We'll knock this out, then I'll most likely have to take the chip truck to get dumped. It's almost full. So when I get back, we'll see. Maybe it's completely full and I have to take it back over to the dump. All done with this final load. All that's left is 2 smaller logs that Bernardo's bringing right now. We should be able to toss those in there, no problem. Then we have to chip up all these branches, all these little logs that you see here. It's definitely going to completely fill up that chip truck. So when I get back, I'll take that chip truck to get dumped. The guys right now are handling all the cleanup of the grass, leaving that all nice and clean. You can see the grass is all marked up, especially where we passed by. We obviously knew that was going to happen, especially with the bigger logs. It needs to be raked up, maybe a little bit of topsoil, some seed. But the landscapers are going to handle that. Our job was to remove all the logs, all the trees, get all the wood taken care of, and then we're going to clean up the best we can just to make it easier for them. But right now, I'm waiting on Bernardo to bring those last 2 logs, and I'm going to head over to the dumping spot. Let's move this final piece just so it can't fall out. Perfect spot for it right there. just got to be careful when I open that door. I know this one's gonna fall out. Hopefully I remember and I don't get knocked out by that. But let's head over to the dumping spot. We're completely full. The guys are gonna handle chipping that up. There isn't any more logs. We're all set. This is the last load. Let's take it, get it dumped, so we can come back, take that chip truck to get dumped. Made it back with the chip truck. Now the guys are gonna deal with cleaning up this small pile here. They're gonna knock that out. We already cleaned up a good amount of this driveway. We'll chip that up and then pass the blower one last time in this area. They're trying their best to clean up this grass, leave it the nicest they can, get all those leaves out of there. I'll go to the back and show you guys what we got done today. Back here, we knocked out all the dead trees, everything up to the fence line, all the way back there. There was a total of about 20, maybe a little bit more, but we had a couple in that area. You can see a bunch of stumps there. There was a couple stumps there, a bunch of stumps in that area there. Might look like a complete mess, but after a little bit of topsoil, seed, straw, the customers aren't gonna have to worry about any more dead trees, and this area is gonna look like new. Give it a couple weeks and you won't even notice any of this. It'll look all nice and clean. Luckily, we didn't create any deep ruts, anything like that. The minis helped out a lot. I think the biggest issue was just that it was a bit wet. It's been raining the last couple weeks, so we knew this was gonna happen. We came prepared for that. The customer knew this was gonna happen, so we'll get this area all cleaned up. But right now, we're gonna continue chipping up all those branches, get all that driveway all nice and clean, finish up with that grass, and we're gonna head out of here, call it a day. Just making it home. When I got back to the shop, it was already pretty late. It's pretty dark out, so I'm gonna end the video here. I want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips from me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.